Hi guys, welcome to my channel Brush It Up. In today's video we are going through my sketchbook which is there, and I just completed shooting it. So yeah, it's a long video, it's a chatty video, and I have shared you my 6 months, around 7-8 months maybe max, journey of my sketchbook. I have sketches when I was traveling. I've made some sketches when I was traveling. Then I have some outdoor sketches. I have some sketches studies. It is about navigating through the medium that the sketchbook is, the pages of the sketchbook, getting to know the texture of the sketchbook, then using multiple types of different mediums with it. For example, normal pencils, then color pencils, then sketch pens, then ballpoint pens, then watercolors. Getting to know what works best, and towards the end are my best pieces, because of course that's when you have spent the maximum time with that type of paper and that particular medium. You know what works the best in that particular medium. So yeah, and I hope you enjoy watching it. And sketchbook videos really do well on my channel. I mean, in general, sketchbook people love watching sketchbook videos, and it's a big sketchbook. It's a thick one, and let me just show you. So people, when they do sketchbook video, they might have a standard size, but yeah, I like to take like a task on my hand. So my sketchbook is not standard size. It's almost like a novel, a thick novel, and it's big, it's fat, it's filled with sketches. And yeah, so I haven't taken my easy way out. Also, it's a standard size. It's not too big, it's not small, and it's thick, and it's not done over a period of multiple years, but it's done in one go. And it has my travel stories, it has my practices, it has my struggles, it has almost my life recorded in this. And yeah, so we don't take the easy way out, we do the tough thing, which is doing the thing itself is difficult, and choosing to do the tough thing is even more difficult. So a pat on my back, because I always see things that I do wrong. I never appreciate, even though I'm telling you, my brain is telling me that this does not have a lot of painting in it. It just have mostly sketches and a little bit of watercolor dabbling here and there. My brain is telling it, people have paintings in their sketchbooks and you don't have. But of course, the amount of it, and because I was traveling, doing a painting outdoors is a bit difficult for me, and I have done it, but it's not there here in this, because the paper is not really the paper that you need for it needs a little bit better quality, so the quality is not that great. So because of that, it's not here. So don't worry, I got you sorted. My brain is telling me that I never really look at the part where I have done well, so I really need to appreciate. This is majorly for me, that I have done well. I have done a lot of sketches and I'm doing well. I always look at the negatives, that where I'm performing poorly, I need to improve. But what happens is I become a bit of a skeptic, so I don't really want to go in that direction. And to put myself on record that I appreciate all my hard work, and I actually, if this video does really well, then even if it doesn't do well, I plan on showing you the paintings that I've done on like random pages, and it's in this binder, and it has a lot of my paintings. They might be a part of some or the other YouTube videos, but I have not really gone through it in one go. So don't worry if this doesn't have enough paintings in it. I have you covered. Soon I'll be going through this binder and we'll be reflecting on like 3 years of time, that how I've improved and how I've done well. So this is 3 years of time. Not 3 years, I guess more than that. I don't really know, but like handful of years are there in this binder, and I will go through it. And this has all nothing but paintings. So if somebody thinks that this just have sketches and they love watching paintings, I got you covered. It's just that I prefer doing painting on like singular pages, because then if I want to put them up there the way I have done here, I can do that. If I want to like take a photocopy of it, I can do that. That is the reason why I prefer doing it on pages, and it's just easier to put it on, like stick it on like the pad that is there, or maybe like a writing pad, stick it up on there and do it. It's much easier that way. And also I remember I did a sketchbook video some time back, and the last couple of pages I said that I might not get to complete them, and because I'm traveling I won't be home. But now I am home and I am almost done with those pages, so I will also show you what I did in those last couple of pages. Because let me tell you, the last couple of pages of all of my sketchbooks are fantastic. So let's just get into the video, and let's go see the sketchbook, and stick on till the end, because the last pages are the best pages. So go through the entire thing. Just play me in the background. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching. In today's video we are going to do a sketchbook tour, and this is my sketchbook, and we are going to go through it. It's a pretty thick sketchbook if you see, and yeah, so I started this in October, and I completed it late April. So about, if you count, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, so around six months. In 6 months I have completed this sketchbook, so I'm very proud of myself that I was able to complete it. And yeah, let's just get into the sketchbook now. So my first page is of Inktober. Obviously it was 3rd of October 23, and it's Inktober. You can see I guess this was the second prompt, that was spiders, and I wasn't able to do all the prompts, but I did as much as I could. So this started in 2023 of October, and I was able to finish it in April. So yeah, so it took around maybe 6-7 months. Yeah. Then the prompt was Dodge. So I did like Skater Girl, and this was my first couple of times using this paper. So it is very important whenever you sketch to see what works best with that particular type of paper. So I don't typically take, if I like a sketchbook I'll buy it, and sometimes I realize so this is not the best sketchbook for watercolors or maybe paper pencils. So as you can see, this wasn't the best sketchbook for using pencil, because it smudges very easily, and it's a bit rough, so the friction is a lot. So any pencil will look darker on this kind of a paper, but it will also smudge eventually. So that is what I realized after this. Otherwise this sketch was very nice, but since it has smudged, you can see that it doesn't really show. Yeah, so there are a bit of smudges in it. As you can see, there's smudge here and all of that. Yeah. And then this wasn't a prompt, this is just a study of these beautiful flamingos or ostrich or whatever you call them. They are beautiful, and I'm just fascinated by in general swan-like birds, the huge neck, and they are so ethereal if you see. And then this was the world map. The prompt was map, and the thing that I chose to sketch is pretty obvious. It's a map, and yeah, it's a world map. And what I realized is this is not the most perfect map. and I tried to do my best with it. World maps are quite chaotic. This was my, I guess, second attempt doing the map, and I actually wanted a world map in my near the table where I sit and do art majority of the time in my room. So this was one of my way to actually acquiring it, because I couldn't find world map anywhere. I wanted globe, I also couldn't find globe. So when the Inktober prompt was map, I took it quite literally and drew a world map, as you can see, which is quite, it turned out well, because it may not look the best, but let me tell you, taking into account all the countries and to put all those countries in a on the small page, it's quite difficult. Yeah, it's not the most easiest thing to do. And we are here in India. And then the prompt was stripped. So the entire sketchbook is not dedicated to Inktober, let me be clear. It's just the beginning where I started to decide where I decided to do all the sketches of Inktober in this book, but this does not comprise of only Inktober sketches, because I told you I wasn't able to do all of them. And this was dripped. I like how it has turned out, and the honey that's dripping. Then it was Todd, and Todd is also a form of word for frogs. So yeah, so the prompt was Todd. I guess Todd is anything, a creature that lives in lakes and in water bodies, and it is another name for frog. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, I liked how it has turned out. Inktober is that one place where you will sketch something that you have never sketched before, and that is what I liked about Inktober, that I would never think of sketching frog and would think that I will actually enjoy doing it, but I did. Then it was Bounce. This is not my favorite thing, though I love the witch. This was Fortune, so I decided to draw a fortune teller, as you can tell. Then this was Wanderer, so I guess this is a Native American who is riding a horse. Yeah, this was for the prompt Wanderer. And then this was my general sketch practice. I was bored with just doing black and white, so I chose to pick up color pencils and do the sketches. And that's when I realized, so the normal pencil is darker, so it smudges also pretty badly. And then I realized that color pencils, though over the period of time the pigment in them fades, but because there is a lot of friction with the pens between the pencil and the paper, because the paper is rough, so there is a lot of friction between them, so the color still comes out darker. So as you can see, color pencils look a lot better with this type of paper. So that is when I discovered that instead of using normal pencils which are grey and much darker, I chose to go with color pencil, and I really discovered something here, that the color pencils do look good. I love how this girl has turned out, and the fishes and the entire this thing. Not my favorite, but still. This is again just practice sketches. So see, I am not hiding, I'm trying to show you most of my pages here. So some pages are also like this, and this is on 18th October, and as you can see, it is important to get that contact between your pencil and the paper. It is okay if some sketches don't turn out to be the best ones, and not everything you're going to create is the most going to be of a highest quality, so that expectation is quite unrealistic. But what is important is you doing it no matter how it turns out, because the more you work, the more there are chances for you to create the best of your work. So see, this is a chaotic page, and this was something that I was trying to like create an original artwork, so for which I was just scribbling my ideas down, and this was my final idea of it. This is basically like whatever you I am going to finish this someday and you will get to see the finished piece, because turns out I did got my idea down, but I didn't really put it like finished it. So yeah, someday. Lately I did a piece on original piece on mermaids. It wasn't this, but I guess that could be counted as a final version of this, because I really wanted to create a piece on mermaids. So yeah, I did that. So this is when the prompt was spicy, that this is what I drew, the Inktober prompt. Some of these are Inktober prompts, some of these are my daily sketch practices. I really like the ballerina. She looks nice. I don't know what I have done right in this for the, so that's the thing, even if you do the best of your sketches that you like, chances are, what is the most important part is you should know how you did it for you to recreate it. That is the most, because you can create the best of pieces, but a master is someone who can recreate that again and again. You should know what went down. It's just not though when we see creation, I also look at creation in a way, though what I was trying to say earlier is master is someone who can create best pieces again and again, but creativity is also something that strikes. So it will strike you and it wants you to create it, and you create it, and then when you want to create that again, sometimes you are not able to do that again, and that is creativity. Creativity comes to you, it literally comes to you, asks you to create it, you create it, and it's done. Then to recreate, so sometimes that recreation cannot be done, and that's the most beautiful part of it, because it's almost like a living thing, that creativity that comes to you, that will come and will be like it's like an idea or an epiphany that comes to you, like, okay, fine, this is what I want to do, and maybe you are able to execute it then, maybe you are able to execute it sometimes later, or maybe years later, but that's what creativity is. And sometimes when we create a masterpiece, we want to put down the recipe down and be able to recreate it, but it's okay sometimes to not able to do that, because then it's precious in that one time. And then this is the castle. I really like the castle also, like the blue castle. It took a lot of time, I remember doing this, and it took a lot of time doing it, like more time than usually what it should take. Then this is a dagger. These two are in Inktober prompts. Then for this, I guess Angel, which hasn't turned out well, to be very honest, but it's fine. Then this is Damon. This is a mask of or like a statue in some Hindu temple, which is a form of evil kind of energy, or like a form of demonic form, or like a there's a word in Hindi which says Rudra. Rudra is a very aggressive form of something, even a good thing. This is like an aggressive form of good thing. So aggression is always seen in a negative light. So this is that. Then this is the saddle. That was the prompt, and quite literally I've drawn that. And this is an unfinished attempt of a fig. Then Matthew Perry passed somewhere around October. So I did a sketch in his, I don't know, paying him and what do you call it? Just in memory of Matthew Perry, I drew this, and I really, he was my favorite, like, so yeah, so this was in the memory of Matthew Perry. He was my favorite character from Friends, and yeah, just the humor. I think his character was the most realistic character, the most not realistic, the most relatable character in Friends, and I just loved him. And yeah, it was just sad what was happening to him. Out of all the Friends cast, when I used to, as you know, if you like someone's acting, then you deep dive into their real life and see how they are in real life, how they speak in real life, and all of that. When I saw his story, his real life story, it was quite sad, and he also looked very old as compared to other actors. So I guess it was we. I wouldn't say that nobody saw it coming. We did see it coming. What happened to him? But yeah, I just no matter how, no matter. I mean, we could like somewhat see this happening to him. It was still a very shocking, sad news. Then this I was trying to do like a watercolor this thing, but to see if the paper is good with watercolor, but as you can see it is not that great, and this painting is also not the best painting. But yeah, you just learn, you make mistakes and you learn from them. And this is the anatomy. I guess I was attending one online lecture or something in which I was learning how to do anatomy, and yeah, so this is that. Practicing anatomy. Should we like change the position of this to here or maybe here? I don't know. Just try if it works. I'm not liking how the light is coming in the frame, so I'm just experimenting. If anything looks better. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Trying on my life. Yeah. So this is the anatomy sketch. Then this is some ideas that I jotted down, and this is an urban sketch that I did, my first urban sketch in Bangalore when I moved to Bangalore. And when I did it, I wasn't really happy with it, but later when I tried to do other watercolor sketch in this book, I realized this turned out much better. Yeah, so this was nice. Then it was at Samsung Opera House in Bangalore. The date is unfortunately not there. Then Suzume for one of the YouTube videos. Then yeah, gouache also doesn't work the best. I mean, gouache works much better in other sketchbooks. And then this was, I guess, this was something related to like a assignment that I got. Then yeah, random sketches, not that great. I'm not really covering anything up. This video, I mean, this is not the. This is all my frustration. Again, frustration. There are days when you will try to sketch and it is just not going to come out the way it should, and it feels like, have I completely forgotten how to sketch? Why am I sketching like a 1-year-old? I'm not talking about this sketch. I'm talking about such pages, and I'm like, it's fine. It's okay. You have to let those days be, but still keep trying. I mean, the number one thing of the game is to keep doing it no matter what. And I like the man and the way his knitted sweater has turned out. I like this, and yeah, the lotuses and the rest is also not that bad. This was on 19th November 23. This is Diwali sketch done urban sketches with urban sketches. Urban sketches is like an Instagram thing. You can check them out. They are there in every city, even all over the world. You can they meet every weekend, and you can, you know, meet where they are meeting, sketch whatever is there in the venue. Then there is a huddle at the end, and that's it. It is there for 2 hours in the morning on every weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. They are there in every city. They are there on Instagram. You can check them out. You can put Urban Sketchers wherever you are. For example, if you're in Bangalore, then Bangalore, Urban Sketchers Bangalore, Urban Sketchers Mumbai. You can do the sketching. It's not necessarily you have to be good at it. It's just someone who loves to sketch, and it's that's the only criteria, and it's not paid, it's free of cost. I really admire how much work they put into it, in spite of them not charging anything for it. Then this is like a random page, and I like what we see here though. This is not the best thing. Maybe I'll actually, this was like an illustration from which I got inspired, and like she's almost like a thumb, because she is the size of the flower that you see here. Almost like a Thumbelina size woman. So my sketch is much better, but it's just that the medium, sometimes the medium will mess you up. And that is what is happening in this book. The earlier pages are me getting to know what works best with this paper, and I don't want to have a style where I just don't want to be someone who is just good at one medium and just can work with that particular medium. By medium I will mean just good with acrylic colors, and just good with digital painting in one particular software, or just good with software. I think is fine, but when I think, for me, I just don't want to be good with watercolors, or just want to be good with acrylics, or just gouache. My art should be such that I am also should be able someday, if I get the opportunity, if I want to sketch in sand, I should be able to do that. So art is also not about, it's not just about you being able to sketch well, but you being able to sketch well despite what your tool is. So yeah, so I'm okay with failing, because I want to get there, like digitally, everywhere, with every single medium. That is you understanding the tool. That is you making friends with the tool. When you get the tool in your hand, you make friends with that particular tool, and then you, with the help of that tool and through that tool, you express your art. I mean, that's the most beautiful thing, I feel. Yeah. These are again some ideas, and then this is a sketch spread. I like this. I think this is the best sketch spread so far in this book. Not that great. Okay. Again, okay. It's not the best that you will see in the book. Much better sketches are coming as we familiarize ourselves with what works. While doing this, I have So while doing this, I've realized that ball pens work best, ball black pens, for sketching on this kind of paper. So we are getting there. Now we have discovered something that we will apply throughout the sketchbook. Now I have realized that this works well. Now I just have to get used to using a ball pen in this type of this thing, and how to sketch with it, and that is what I'm learning. As you can see, I like how this lady has turned out in the book, and I was like, okay, this is what I can do. Yeah. Then see, now we have gotten somewhere. Now if you can see, I really like how she turned out. I mean, she's really beautiful. You can find her on my Instagram as well. This was my first like real win in this sketchbook. I was like, okay, fine. we are getting somewhere. Again, pencils work the best in the sketchbook, as you can see. And here I've used some sketch pen in the shadow places, so that I got to know. So guys, my phone memory is full as usual, and so the video is shutting down. It shut down once because the phone got heated up too much, because it's Mumbai and it's hot, and so phone is also getting heated up. And then second time it was because my memory is full. So this is my, I guess, fourth or fifth attempt of doing this, and we are going to power through it, and it's going to be a little bit quicker than what it was earlier. And I mean, some people would be like, yeah, it's better quicker. So yeah, let's just, so as you can see in this particular sketch, I have tried color pencils and sketch pens, and I have discovered in this particular thing that it works quite well. So then I have tried to redo that later, and then this was sketched at the Beauty Club in Bangalore. There's this building there which has something similar to a mansion, not mansion, or a bungalow at the top. And so this is that building. I guess this is owned by some billionaire or some rich person. I think this is owned by Kingfisher, and as you can see, there is a mansion drawn at the top. It does actually have that, so I found it interesting, and this was the view that I could see from the Beauty Club. Yeah, so I drew this. This was done outdoors completely, and then we come on to this. This is again, I like the sketch that we have here, and this is when I got to know that okay, fine, we are doing the sketches are working, ballpoint pen is working, and therefore I decided to go with ballpoint pen. When I say ballpoint pen, these are the two ballpoint pens that I use, this one and this one. This is Faber-Castell. The purple one is a Faber-Castell normal ballpoint pen. You get like 5 in a packet, which retails at 25 rupees. And this is a Pentonic, which is also in the shade 0.7. This is also good. So these two pens I have used to do majority of the sketches on this particular paper, because that was working well in this case. And yeah, I really liked it, and you can see clearly this is how it has turned out. So I really like how the wolf has turned out, and all rest of the sketch as well. Let's continue and move forward. This is another one that we have here, which has also turned out quite well, as you can see. Yeah, this is also nice. Then okay, this is the government museum, which is now which was getting renovated, and it was going to take 2 more years to complete it. This was also in Bangalore. It's a red building. It's a beautiful building. You are not allowed to go inside because it is getting renovated or restructured. What is the correct terminology for that? I don't know. If some architecture people are watching, they could help me out. This was again a statue there which I drew, and it's not the best, but I am it's okay. It was done quickly, and yeah, it turned out good. Then this is a sketch that was done at Mayo Hall. This is the civil court building that is there at Mayo Hall, and I really like how it has turned out actually. And yeah, if you can see clearly, it's quite nice. Yeah, it's quite nice. I really like how it has turned out. I have used color pencil and sketch pen. So I realized that were going well for this textured paper. So that is what I have continued later as well. Then over the weekend I was just going to the places I hadn't seen in Bangalore, because I was new to Bangalore then, and so I went to Cubbon Park, and this was done at Cubbon Park. As you can see, there are a lot of details. What happens is, over the period of time, pencil smudges, so that is the reason why yeah, so the pencil smudges a lot, so that's why later you'll see I have majoritarily used ball pens in my sketchbook. And then, so this is Lal Bagh. It was done on the same day. However, I came back home and then finished it. But this was done on the spot completely. This is Cubbon Park, this is Lal Bagh, and this was done on 17th December 2023. This is another a ballpoint pen, but that works actually quite well, to be very honest. I love the results of ballpoint pen, as you can see here in the I loved how this lamp has turned out. It's a Japanese style lamp. It's quite beautiful, to be honest. Yeah, and then this is I love the leopard. I really like the leopard, and lately I've been into this was though it was done back in December. I am also still into doing a lot of animal style sketches, like not animal style sketches of animals. They have so different anatomy, and a lot to learn about animals and their shapes and forms. I am not particularly fan of what we have here. So let's just move on. This was done on 19th December 2023. I love the small little people that we have here, though there is not a lot of details and shading that has gone into it. I really like. While doing this, I realized that a lot of human anatomy is very different when it comes to kids. So yeah, I really want to step up my game in drawing these little cuties. Yeah, I love the texture that I've put into this particular architectural sketch as well. Then again, leopards. As I said there was a period, and there is a still period, when I'm obsessed with leopard. And yeah, I love this hairstyle that this person has going. Then this is a female in a sari peeping out from the door. Then this is a clock. Yeah, these are my practice sketches. Then this is UB City, again in Bangalore, a mall in Bangalore, and it was done live. They had a beautiful Christmas tree during Christmas, and this was done on 23rd of December 2023. Then what I'm trying to do here, if you see, is I'm trying to draw human anatomy, practice human anatomy, at the same time dabble into animals anatomy in architectural sketches, and in like plant life as well. Yeah, this is not my best this thing, but I like what we have here. I like his hair and his style. A very cool looking chap. This was again when I started traveling from Bangalore, and this was in Mysore, my first city that I went to. You can see its video on YouTube. And this was on 30th of December 2023. There's this Leela Palace or Lalita Palace, I don't really remember the name. And I was traveling and I was tired. That is the reason why I couldn't really complete this. So it also tells you on how the mindset that you have also affects the sketches that you make. This was again Mysore Palace, very tired. Was with a friend of mine which I made during my travels, and I was not really comfortable in sketching with a person who is not sketching and making them wait for me. So yeah, I didn't really get to completing it, but I am planning on like sketching some places that I liked when I was traveling. Again, human anatomy that I'm not really fan of. Pencils don't do well on this type of paper. As you can see, there is a vast difference between this and this. It's not it's also about the medium. So I want to be good at the medium as well, no matter what the medium is. My art should not be dictated by the medium. So I just don't want to be someone who is good at just sketching, or just watercolors, or just acrylics, or just gouache. I want to be good at everything. Despite the medium, I should be able to execute my art in a good way. That is what I strive for. So maybe someday, if I want to draw on sand, I should be able to do that as well. That's my plan. That's where I want to reach. And yeah. So I really like how this female has turned out. While drawing human anatomy, the main difference between male anatomy and female anatomy is female faces have a lot of flow going on, soft features, whereas male features are quite rigid, quite boxy, like square, stiff lines, and these are quite flowy. So I enjoy drawing female portraits much more. Of course, feminine male is also something I enjoy drawing. So I also, again, I like how I did the earlier one, so I've continued that here. These two sketches really inspired me to do a lot of portraits. This was in Ooty, I guess. There was this church window. I don't know what's the correct term for it. Glass stained window, church's glass stained window. So these were all colorful, and I was so mesmerized by it that I drew a small sketch. Not my best version, but yeah, still good enough. Again, I'm not really a fan of this. Fitting like two people in one page is something I was finding very hard. As you can see, I'm struggling with that here. Then we have, this was done in a place in Ooty. As I say, when I'm traveling, I have so many things on my mind that I'm not really able to concentrate, and so the sketches turned out to be, I'm not really proud of this, but I'm not into not showing my imperfect sketches. I mean, it's just me. I'm at this level right now, and I'm not ashamed of it, because I have improved a lot, and I have a long way to go, and I am going to get there. So yeah, I don't believe in hiding imperfections. You're going to see a lot of imperfect sketches. Again, obsessed with leopard, lions, tigers. I love how this female looks so strong. And then we have her here. Both are very beautiful. Then this was in Hampi. You're not really allowed to sketch in Hampi at the, yeah, as I was saying, these were elephant stables in Hampi. I couldn't really complete it because you're not really allowed to sketch at the site of the monuments. So yeah, I was, a person came and told me that I'm not allowed to do it, so I left it that way. I never really got to finishing it. And these are some of my ideas that I have jotted down, and sometimes I don't really have journal on my hand when I'm traveling, so I just scribble my thoughts down. I love the specs. It's funny how the smallest little sketches, you when you look back at them, you're like, yeah, this is nice, and like how this has turned out. Then here we have again pencils. Color pencils work quite well. I love the strands of her hair, how they are falling on her face. Yeah. Then next, again, I've jotted down some of my ideas, and then we have a sketch of Lord Ram here. God Ram, not Lord Ram. I find the term Lord a bit wrong. It's God Ram. There's an inauguration of Ram Mandir in India, and I was seeing a lot of content on Ram, so it also tempted me to do my little bit of art on this particular topic. So I did it, and it turned out quite well. This is the highlights that you see. Little bit highlights are in watercolor, and rest is in color pencil. Again, an unfinished page, sketches. and yeah, I'm not really pleased with this, but I'm happy with this. I tried to use two different colors. I don't know if you can see it. So I don't know if you can see the purple highlights that I've done in this particular sketch. So I was trying to, instead of like using a sketch pen for highlights that I did earlier, I was thinking of using like a different color, and I've seen a couple of people doing it and they are quite well at doing it. I don't understand color theory, I think, that well to execute it that in such a brilliant way that the other people are doing. But yeah, I tried it here, and I would say it, I'm somewhat there but not really. Then next one, I am really proud of how these two sketches have turned out, especially this one. You can see that a lot of highlights have been put into it, and these two sketches really inspired me to continue doing something similar to this down the line. And yeah, this was me doing a sketch when I was traveling to Nepal at Kathmandu Darbar. If this particular video might have a lot of spoilers in respect to what my next travel videos are going to be, so yeah, it might get you excited to watch them, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so I really like how I have painted shadows in this, and I like the combination of purple, a little bit of black and reds. That so I am a lot of color fanatic, and when I get to know that these two colors go so well together, I get very excited. Like I've come across a new color combination that maybe I can use somewhere. So yeah, this is Kathmandu Darbar. I was sketching there. There is a small little video of that on my Instagram channel as well, so if you like it, you can check it out there. Then this is a sketch that I've done, and I've also incorporated some watercolors into it. I really like how it has turned out. I am like good I am a big fan of how this particular artwork has turned out, because if you see this, the features are soft, and it has turned out quite well, quite animated if you say. And it took me a while, and I've tried to recreate something similar to this later as well, but I wasn't able to execute it at this level. So I'm a fan of this. This was done on 3rd March 24. I think by this time I was back home, and yeah, I really like how this has turned out, but it smudges. See, you can see pencil smudge after a while, and you can't really see in the details. That is why I wanted to use sketch pen or watercolors to bring out the details in the painting. I'm not really fan of the dragon that I've done here. This is good. This could have been a little bit better as well, but yeah, I like it how it has turned out. Again, an attempt to do something similar to this particular sketch, this one, but was in something similar to this is what I tried to do here, but I wasn't really successful at it, as you can see, but that's fine. We learn. And me looking back at this sketchbook now makes me realize that I have experimented somewhat, though I would love to experiment more, but I have to a larger extent in this. Again, I also I don't want to just stick to like female human anatomy, so I was dabbling into male human anatomy as well, and this one turned out nice, especially the bracelet on his hand. I don't know why, that's my favorite thing in this sketch. Then yeah, I was trying to draw some weird poses here, and these are basically dancers. It amazes me the hand-eye coordination and the body coordination that dancers have, and their reflexes are so strong. It's just admirable. Then this is not, I'm not fan of any of this, so let's just move on. And see, watercolors don't work well. I tried to do one painting in this, but no. And then this is something new that I tried, and I didn't really stick to it. These are oil pastels, and I have used sketch pen to highlight the sketch. I'm not really a fan of it, but it's okay. It's not bad though. I can explore more in this direction maybe. Then yeah, not really fan of how this has turned out, but I really like how this sketch has turned out. I was a fan of this. Yeah, and I didn't do anything more like this later in the sketchbook. I don't know why, but I really like how this has turned out. And this was a sketch. This was a pretty good sketch, but then I decided to put some colors in it, and it didn't go that well, as you can see. But it's okay. You learn from your mistakes. It's fine, and it's not that bad though. But without the colors, it looked much better. I feel I should have left it like that. So that happens sometimes when you're sketching. Not every sketch is meant to be filled in with colors, and if you do that, then you have to go in all in, and then make it a painting itself for it to look better. So this is somewhere between sketch and a painting, but yeah, that stage is very difficult to be good at, I feel. And then I like how this page has turned out, especially this female who is in the meditative state. I have put some highlights with the sketch pen, and I love how it has turned out. And not really a fan of what we have on this side though. It's okay. I love how this page has turned out, especially this one. This is my favorite one. Then yeah, these two females are also quite cute. I love how I have highlighted, taken my time with it. So that's the thing. If you want to create the best version, if you want to create more, then you have to give up on perfection. And if you want to be obsessed with perfection, you do get such nice results sometimes. So yeah, you have to find a balance between both of them. I like this page as well. The bonding between a human and an animal, we don't realize it, but we are supposed to spend time in wild, and we're not supposed to be spending time just with surrounded by our species, but with other species as well. And I realized this during traveling, that yeah, there is a lot to learn from animals. There is a lot of years of wisdom that they have with them, that we need to learn and bond with them. I really like how this page turned out as well, especially this one. This is quite different than my usual style. I feel this is a very different style. This particular style, I find it's very different than how I usually sketch. Yeah. So this is fine, but this is the reason why I did a number of sketches later, and the inspiration started earlier, as you saw in the video. So this is what tempted me to do like a set of sketches similar to this. So yeah, I really like how this sketch has turned out. Yeah. So we then went on to do such sketches, which are beautiful. I feel they are really some of my favorite sketches in the book. I've taken my sweet time in doing them, maybe an hour or two max, but yeah, I like them. In fact, I love them. I'm a big fan of this male portrait as well. Not really of this one, but yeah, it's fine. I don't draw male portraits that often, so I have to give it a little bit more practice. Then I love this particular sketch as well that I've done here. I'm getting more into male anatomy. Then this was again an outdoor sketch that was done. This is like a Japanese gate style that we have. Then in a rough page. I've done some quick sketches here, but I haven't really gone over them with pen. But they are not that perfect to be gone over with pen. Actually, it is pen, light pen strokes, but haven't really gone over them and like completed them. I really like how fun filled this page is, like how relaxed. It's like almost like a children's book sketch type. Relax. It just shows weekend mode or like relaxed feels. I wish I was in this state of mind right now. And yeah, it's only towards the end of the sketchbook that you realize what works best for that sketchbook. And that also because I don't have that much practice that the people traditionally from this background have. I am from a law background, switching into this direction somewhat. So yeah, I don't really have not put in that many hours into practicing my art form. But yes, if I would have realized what works best for this particular type of paper sooner. But yeah, when I have realized it, I have devoted my sketching style to that only, and I'm liking the results thoroughly. And yeah, I think this is the last page of sketch, because after this mostly there are my notes, because I didn't really want to write anywhere and everywhere in the book. I chose to write towards the end of it. So towards the end, I have just filled the book with the ideas that came to me related in regards to my work, in regards to my YouTube channel, or in general. As such, these many pages are just my feelings, my thoughts, my ideas. And yeah, this is the last page. This is the last sketch. And this is the book. As you can see, this is the cover. The inside the cover, we have the same what do you call, cover page, and this we have an additional cover here. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your comments, thoughts in the comment section down below. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I know it was a big video, but it's almost like a podcast that's running in on the side, and you can every now and then you can look at it. If you're busy doing something, you can have like a shorter window that is open and see doing it. Because I know people, the only reason I feel podcasts do well is you can do a lot of things while listening to a podcast. So take this as something similar to that. Maybe you can have me playing on the side, look every now and then. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and if you stay till the end, my friend, I love you. And it's like that Instagram video. It's like to all the two people who are watching my videos, please comment down. Let's chat. And I would really like to know the people who are supporting me at the beginning of my journey. And I really thank you. The people who are watching, they keep me going, and one of the biggest motivators. So thank you so much for watching my video.